The haunting mirror. I always had a fascination with antique shops and the mysteries that lay hidden behind dusty artifacts. One rainy afternoon, seeking shelter from the downpour, I stumbled upon an old shop tucked away in a narrow alley. Its sign was barely visible, reading curiosities and oddities. As I entered, a chill ran down my spine, and an inexplicable sense of foreboding washed over me. The shop was dimly lit, and the air was thick with the scent of ancient wood and forgotten memories. Among the countless curios, one particular item caught my eye, a tarnished, ornate mirror with an aura of malevolence. The shop's elderly owner, Mr. Whitaker, greeted me with a sinister grin. He warned me about the mirror's dark history and the strange occurrences it was said to bring upon its owners. Intrigued and drawn to its mystery, I decided to purchase the mirror, unaware of the ominous fate that awaited me. That night, as I hung the mirror in my bedroom, an eerie whisper seemed to echo through the room. Ignoring the unsettling feeling, I retired to bed, but my sleep was plagued by vivid nightmares. I saw twisted faces staring back at me from the mirror's reflection, their eyes filled with malice. Each passing day, my sense of reality seemed to blur. I caught glimpses of shadows moving in the mirror, though when I turned to face them, my reflection appeared distorted, as if it was mocking me, reflecting a sinister version of myself. Unable to withstand the mounting terror, I sought the help of a renowned paranormal investigator, Dr. Alexander Graves. As he delved into the mirror's history, he uncovered a chilling tale of a cursed artifact passed down through generations, bringing doom upon all its owners. Dr. Graves revealed that the mirror was a portal to a malevolent realm, a place where the souls of the tormented resided. It had the power to feed on the darkest fears and insecurities of its victims, driving them to the brink of madness. Desperate to break free from its grasp, I embarked on a perilous journey to confront the mirror's malevolence. Each attempt to destroy it proved futile, as it seemed to regenerate its shattered surface with each blow. It was as if the mirror was invincible, laughing at my feeble attempts to escape its curse. The boundary between reality and the supernatural blurred further, and I could no longer distinguish between nightmares and waking moments. The mirror's grip on my sanity tightened, and I felt myself slipping away into the abyss of darkness. As my world unraveled, Dr. Graves devised a final, desperate plan. He believed that only by confronting the souls trapped within the mirror could the curse be broken. Together, we performed a harrowing seance, inviting the spirits to communicate with us. In a nightmarish encounter, the tormented souls manifested before us, their anguished cries reverberating through the room. Dr. Graves, with unwavering determination, attempted to release them from their eternal prison. The air crackled with malevolence, and a sinister force surged through the room. But just as it seemed the spirits might be freed, a sinister entity emerged from the mirror itself, a malevolent spirit that sought to claim my soul as its own. In a heart-pounding climax, I mustered every ounce of courage to confront the malevolent spirit. A fierce battle of wills ensued, and in a blinding burst of light, the mirror shattered into countless pieces, freeing the tormented souls and banishing the malevolence forever. As the dust settled, I found myself standing amidst the wreckage of the haunted mirror. Dr. Graves and I were both shaken but relieved that the curse had been broken. The shop of curiosities was closed permanently, and I vowed never to let such darkness consume my life again. Years have passed since that fateful encounter, but the haunting memories still linger. I have learned that some mysteries are best left undisturbed, and the price of curiosity can be far too high. The malevolent mirror's curse serves as a haunting reminder of the thin veil that separates our world from the unknown terrors that lie beyond. So, beware the allure of the haunted mirror, for its reflection may reveal more than you can bear, and once it beckons you, escaping its malevolence may become an unending nightmare. The Haunting of Hollow Hill Cemetery. In the heart of the forsaken town of Hollow Hill, there stood an ancient cemetery, shrouded in darkness and plagued by a sinister history. Local legends whispered of the restless spirits that dwelled there, victims of unspeakable horrors from centuries passed. One moonless night, a curious gravedigger named Victor ventured into the haunted cemetery, driven by a morbid fascination with the macabre. Armed with only a rusty shovel and an old lantern, he descended into the yawning depths of the burial grounds. As Victor began digging a fresh grave for an unclaimed soul, a strange voice echoed through the tombstones. It beckoned him deeper into the cemetery's cursed heart. Ignoring the eerie warnings, Victor followed the voice until he found an unmarked mausoleum, overgrown with ivy and decaying with age. Inside the crypt, Victor stumbled upon a dusty, leather-bound book, adorned with an ominous emblem. He opened it and found himself entranced by the tales of sorrow and revenge inscribed on its pages. The spirits of those wronged in life began to materialize, clawing their way out of their graves to confront Victor. Haunted by the vengeful specters, Victor realized he had unearthed a cursed relic, a compendium of tormented soul stories. Desperate to escape their wrath, he searched for a way to put the spirits to rest. With each page he read, he unraveled the truth behind the grim fates of those who rested in Hollow Hill Cemetery. In a climactic struggle, Victor uncovered the chilling secret behind the cemetery's haunting and found a way to release the trapped spirits. With the curse broken, the ghosts vanished into the afterlife, leaving Hollow Hill Cemetery eerily quiet once more. Victor emerged from the cemetery, forever changed by the horrors he'd witnessed. He never spoke of his night at Hollow Hill, but those who dare to visit the cemetery late at night sometimes hear the faintest echoes of the ghostly tales, as if the souls of the departed yearn to share their stories with the living. The secret of the cursed Halloween doll. It was Halloween night, and the streets were filled with glowing pumpkins and costumed children. In a small village, there was an old, abandoned doll museum that no one had entered for years. It was rumored that one of the dolls in this museum was cursed. A curious girl named Lily and her friends decided to explore the museum on this eerie night. With torches in hand and dressed in costumes, they ventured inside. The dolls were old and dusty, but they still seemed to come alive in their unsettling splendor. In a corner of the room stood a doll that was different from the others. It had glassy eyes that seemed to glow in the dark and an eerie smile on its lips. A note next to it warned not to touch the doll as it carried a centuries-old curse. But Lily's friends laughed it off and found it exciting to touch the doll. As they did, the doll suddenly started speaking. With a mournful voice, it whispered of an old witch who had created the doll to carry out her dark deeds. The doll cursed the children, drawing them into the world of dolls, where they were trapped as miniature figures. The children tried desperately to escape, but they could only helplessly watch as the dolls came to life on Halloween. Every Halloween night, the cursed dolls awoke and started seeking more victims to pull into the world of dolls. No one in the village dared to enter the abandoned doll museum anymore, and the doll with glassy eyes became the guardian of the terrible secret. Halloween after Halloween, the story was passed down, and people avoided the eerie museum like the plague. The cursed doll and the trapped children patiently waited for the next opportunity to draw new souls into their creepy world. The secret of the enchanted pumpkin field. In a small rural town, there was a vast pumpkin field that was known throughout the region for its magnificent pumpkins. But what the residents didn't know was that the field held a dark secret. On a foggy Halloween evening, strange things began to happen in the pumpkin field. The pumpkins started to glow on their own and whispered ominous messages. The scarecrow in the middle of the field, which had stood there for decades, came to life and began to move. An adventurous boy named Ethan and his friends decided to explore the pumpkin field on this eerie night. They quietly approached the fields and heard the pumpkins whispering, "Help us." The scarecrow has awakened. The scarecrow seemed to possess a dark power that held the pumpkins in its thrall. The children ventured closer to the scarecrow and noticed that it had a creepy, weathered face. It could speak and revealed its sinister history. Decades ago, It had been brought to life by an evil sorcerer to collect the souls of those who entered the field. Ethan and his friends knew they had to defeat the scarecrow to free the pumpkins and the souls of those who had disappeared in the past. In a desperate struggle, they eventually managed to defeat the scarecrow and sealed it within a sea of glowing pumpkins. The curse was lifted from the pumpkin field, and the pumpkins stopped whispering. The lost souls returned, and the town was saved. Since then, the pumpkin field has become a popular location for Halloween celebrations, but the locals are aware of its dark history and handle the pumpkins and the old scarecrow with caution to ensure the curse never awakens again. If you liked it, please leave a like and or subscribe. Thank you.